Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We are here for our AEW Rampage live reaction.
How is everyone tonight?
Got a good looking episode tonight.
We're starting off with the best match.
So pumped for tonight.
Yeah, they actually have a really good card for the night, so I'm excited as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they announced it on Wednesday, but they're having Orange Cassidy and Lee Moriarty.
Are they really? Oh, I didn't see that. Well, that's just a bonus.
Yeah, I didn't know that they announced that. Or maybe they're testing something out of announcing, or having it just happen.
That's a match I'm actually excited to see, though.
It did.
Oh, no intros. They're going right into it.
Yeah.
I like that we get to see Kip get a showing, even if he is probably going to lose this match.
They'll give him a little time to shine.
Oh yeah, he's
I
not
really
bad.
like Kip Sabian. He's so interesting to me.
Has he already went to Japan already? Him and Penelope?
I don't know. Maybe it was just for a one show thing.
The restrictions has lifted up because he wouldn't be back till next year
All right.
if he so.
Ooh.
Starting off fast pace.
Yeah.
The Butcher looks
sign.
great.
He is in phenomenal shape. Like, I didn't realize it till I was going back and watching like older matches. I'm just like, man, you really stuck with it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought he had superstar written all over him.
He's so fun to watch. I just love I love the Butcher and Blade as a team. The Butcher also does not sound like what you would think he would sound like. I remember watching I was listening to the Unrestricted podcast on Spotify, and I listened to the Butcher and the Blade episode, and I thought whenever the Butcher was speaking, it was actually the Blade. When the Blade was speaking, I thought it was the Butcher, and I was so confused.
His voice does not match his
Yeah.
body.
That's kind of cool.
Not at all. It's hilarious.
It's like a big guy named Tiny.
Mm-hmm. Plugging in practical jokers. Good job, Jericho. Good job.
I'm like so impressed by how he was able to just blend into the audience on Wednesday. Like, that was incredible. Like, if I had been sitting there, I think I would have lost my mind realizing he'd been there like the whole time.
Jericho is a master of disguise.
Mm-hmm.
I just like how he just
It's
literally sat there and enjoyed the show till like the very.
It's a real shame that Sal's never on AEW,
Yeah.
and he's the wrestling fan out of the three. Well, that's left.
Yeah, he's the biggest. He's the biggest fan.
Yeah, he's never been on AEW. I don't know why that is, or maybe it's a punishment by Murray Q. I don't know.
For losing, you're not able to go see your favorite wrestling promotion. That'd be so,
I
that'd
can
be so
see it.
horrible.
Don't
Or like he has to
threaten
watch
him
at,
with a good time.
like he has to watch at home.
Yeah, he has to watch his home as his best friends go to his favorite wrestling promotion and get featured. It's so horrible.
What a cruel punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a nice stunner.
I really thought that when Malachi Black debuted, it would have been alongside the Butcher and the Blade. I think that could have been a fun team. The Butcher, the Blade, and Black. That would have been
That
nice.
does sound like an exciting team right there, though.
Yeah.
But I do really
I hope
enjoy
they
House
still
of
do
Black.
that. Maybe at some point in the future. That would be awesome.
Yeah, the only people I think that should join is maybe Pac. Pac's really the main one with Pac and Malachi's history. But Butcher and
Yeah.
Blade would be very good.
Yeah.
I think Pac. I don't know. They were doing the whole Pac and was turning on Ray Phoenix thing, and then now they haven't been on TV in a while. What's up with that?
That's a good question. I've been wondering that myself. It's like they just kind of put a pin in it.
Mm-hmm. I think
I've
that is.
seen,
Sorry, you go, Connor.
I was seeing the Lucha Brothers had visa problems. But I don't know. I don't know about
Okay.
Pac,
Oh.
but Pac deserves some time off with that broken nose.
Yeah, you're right.
Throughout
You're right.
the whole
That actually
season.
is that's a very logical reason. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Right.
Especially because Meltzer was saying that a lot of wrestlers were having visa issues. So
Yeah.
Yeah, even some in WWE recently.
what's up with that?
I mean, you think that they're working for these big time companies. They should have that taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they haven't had somebody help with that like more up to this point, because it's like I get it, like they want you to, like, you're an adult, figure it out type of a deal, but like clearly they might need some more help figuring it out.
They should have some position that's dedicated towards helping international talent with stuff like that, and just also
Travel
I can't
liaison
remember.
or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't remember which talent it was, but they were talking about how they found it hard to adjust to living in America for a time being, and how they like had trouble finding apartments, everything like that. They should have a position that could help with it, international talent.
You would think they would have that already. You know, you
On
would
the
think they would have thought
payroll.
about that already.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they get all like mad at them when they like miss
I know
flights, like
Sheeta.
find a spot.
I know Sheeta said the same thing like that. That AEW didn't help them out when they basically bought their own home in America. They become a U.S. citizen. I know Sheeta was one
it might
of them.
be Sheeta that's who I'm thinking of. I can't remember who, but
yeah, like,
it could
I
even be
remember
someone who just. I think
saying that.
if you're going to give the position to someone who's already there, Kenny Omega could probably help with that. He speaks Japanese. There's a good amount of
it's hard to
Japanese
believe
talent on the roster.
That's a good point.
It's hard to believe that Kenny was having some visa issues.
Yeah, that's why they haven't been on.
It's hard to
TV
believe
in a
that he's
while.
not a U.S. citizen. It's really.
He's not a U.S. citizen?
He's
I didn't know
Canadian.
that. What's his
was
where
born-
does he?
I think in Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Don Callis is in the snow and just talking about Kenny Omega, so that's why I just figured.
Do any of y'all know what's been going on with Ibushi lately? Because I've just seen like tweets about him, and I'm like, I'm so confused.
rumors. Is he a free agent right now?
Yeah, because I heard he left. Yeah, I heard he left from Japan. So
I was just talking about the video that's going on around Twitter with him with no pants on. What's going on with that?
I haven't seen that.
Is this a new character he's creating?
No,
now I'm gonna look
like
for
today.
it.
I didn't know that was a thing. I'm gonna go see what.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Because I know for a while he was in hot water with New Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't wrestle for a while.
Yeah, now he's gone. He's scheduled for GCW.
Will Ospreay's a free agent now.
Wait, really? Oh,
yeah, his contract.
That scares me.
Is Tony Khan interested at all? I mean, that would.
TK should be interested. I hope he resigns.
Well, there's three. There's three free agents in Ibushi, Jay White, and Ospreay. I think WWE's going to land one of them.
Man,
I don't know which one it is. But they're gonna land
I think it would be Jay White.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I would say Jay White.
I don't think AEW is going to be able to get all of them. Or I know Kota Ibushi's not going back to New Japan, obviously.
Yeah,
but
I think
maybe they retain Jay White or Ospreay.
We should give our predictions for what's going to happen.
I agree with you. I think Jay White would go to WWE and feel like Ibushi and
I seen
The last
Ibushi
time-
said that he's either, I don't know if it, but it was by ringside. So it's someone take with a grain of salt, but he said he'd be interested in going to WWE.
Oh man, I would honestly, I don't want to see
But
that.
that's ringside. But that's ringside saying that. So take that with a grain of salt.
I mean, I think the better thing for him to go to AEW. I mean, look at it like this: you have Kenny Omega there,
Right.
you know.
There's so much history you have.
Yeah.
there.
There's so much you could do with that. And I mean, he knows the Young Bucks too. Like, it would, I think he'd be happier. I don't know. It just, not to say like anything like, Triple H does a little bit better creative in my brain at least, but I just think they would, I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't be used to his full potential there.
Yeah, you can't call him the Switchblade, and he doesn't have his knife imagery because it's
Right.
it's all rated E.
Exactly.
Good
You
point.
lose a lot.
His name would probably be like Jay Blade or something, and I'm gonna cringe every time I hear it.
And they're gonna do like a really creepy AR that pops up every time he comes out.
And
Oh, it's gonna go on for way too long. Yeah,
he has to keep the shareholders happy if he goes. You know, I mean,
But there
and then
was
it's gonna
someone
result in a sponsorship match.
Have you guys heard about the Cinnamon Toast Crunch match? They're
yes,
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
I was
Where
like,
are they?
get
How are they going to
out.
spin
Like,
that?
This is absurd. Like, what are they gonna sprinkle it all over the ring? Like, disgusting.
Cinnamon
Instead of
Toast Crunch.
packs, we're just dropping Cinnamon Toast Crunch everywhere.
I wouldn't mind being choke slammed into Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's
actually,
a dream come true.
I might actually be okay with being in a match like that.
I'm down with that.
The Cinnamon Toast Crunch
Oh,
is
boy.
the GOAT cereal, in my opinion.
It's the best. I feel like it's the number one cereal
Yes.
out there.
Mhm.
Has anyone ever had a cinnamon toast crunch cake?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch cake.
No,
I've had cinnamon
mine
toast
was-
ice cream.
My grandpa made one a few days ago, and it was actually pretty good.
Man,
That
sounds
does sound
good.
delicious, though.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch cake with some Cinnamon Toast Crunch ice cream. Oh, man.
Oh,
I need some ice
John Moxley
cream.
with the cutter. John
No,
Moxley,
dude,
does
you have to
not-
try the cinnamon toast ice cream. That is like the bomb, right?
John
there.
Moxley doesn't like a person that should be doing a cutter, but he looks really good when he does it.
He does a really good cutter. It is so
Yeah.
weird.
Blade.
ooh.
I still do believe that Randy Orton probably does have the best cutter.
Oh
It's just-
yeah, he made the move famous. I mean, DDP.
I think DDP,
I
yeah.
remember he did it first, but
Yeah.
Randy Orton
I
kind
think
of
Randy Orton made it popular.
yeah.
For Randy Orton, he just he hits the ground with such velocity. It looks crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
At first, he would just grab their neck and do it, but then he just did it in the air.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I still think that the best cutter / RKO is DDP's on Goldberg, though. That one is my favorite.
Oh, that
Oh
one
yes,
is,
that was
that one's
pretty
a
smooth.
chef's kiss moment. That one.
DDP should have won.
Of
He's
course.
one of my favorite people.
Everything
Yeah.
Goldberg was in, the other person should have won.
I totally
you're right.
agree.
That William Regal versus Goldberg match. I still don't know exactly what was going on with that. Was Regal supposed to make it competitive or what?
Well, it's real stupid the situation, but
Politics,
I definitely
basically.
recommend watching the WCW and WWE Monday Night War documentary. It's not even just about basically about the whole entire war. But
Yeah, Regal blew him up though. Regal makes sure he was out of air. He
like
couldn't
Goldberg
wrestle.
had this, like Goldberg was having this streak, whatever, and it was just against jobbers like jackhammer spear. Well,
Yeah.
but they wanted to see if Goldberg could wrestle. So on the roster, they had William Regal. They talked to him and said like, "Hey, can you work Goldberg on Nitro? We need someone to
Make
show
him
him how to
wrestle.
wrestle. Yeah, to
Yeah.
make him look good on TV." Well, he's in the ring and he's trying is making Goldberg look like the complete, like he basically exposed Goldberg that night as a top guy,
Yeah.
and Goldberg got booed out of the arena,
Yeah.
and
It was pretty
and,
it was pretty funny to see Goldberg get blown up like that though.
and then William Regal's doing all kinds of technical moves, and Goldberg's just
Lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
but like but in a sense, Goldberg was never fully trained.
I
You
know.
guys
Like,
know
I
the
didn't
guy?
realize how much people like had kind of bad blood towards him because of that. Like,
Yeah,
it's
he
crazy.
wasn't
You
there.
even hear Triple H kind of like get miffed when Goldberg's name comes into conversations. People,
I think it was more of his image. You know, it was more of how huge he was
Who won?
right.
and how much of a draw
Who
he
won?
could be.
It's like Vince was such a
Like,
big
who won?
monster guy. Like that's what he goes after. It's like Vince, there's so much more.
Right.
Like, who won that last match? Blackpool Combat.
Yeah.
That was actually a pretty good match.
That was.
Ooh,
It
we
had
hear
so
from Adam
much,
Cole
like-
on Wednesday.
Magical moves in it.
It was turning into be a little bit of talking lead. Do you guys know how Goldberg became the B and like why they?
No,
played
I don't
football,
know
I
his
don't
came
know
story.
that.
He came from a world of
Well-
football, and like he really didn't
Well-
care about wrestling, but he knew that he can make a lot of
Well, the
money
reason
wrestling.
they wanted, the reason Goldberg even became a thing is because WWE had Stone Cold, and they had Stone Cold. He was selling merchandise. He was basically whooping the crap out of WCW at the time. So
Yeah.
they wanted their own Stone Cold. So they signed Goldberg as a football player. They teach him a few moves and put him on TV.
Yeah, basically he was like the juiced up version of Stone Cold Steve Austin in
Like,
the
not
eyes
really
of
fully-
in the eyes of WCW fans.
He wasn't really fully trained, just put in there for rating supremacy. Which that what it was. That's what they didn't care that
Right.
time. They didn't. But it's not necessarily Goldberg's fault all the way because he wasn't taught just a few moves.
Right.
That was it. But
Do you guys
That's
ever
really-
watch Bret Hart interviews? Like he just
Yeah.
he's
like
still on with that.
he just
He's still
completely
on.
craps upon Goldberg. Like out of nowhere, you won't even be talking remotely about him, and he'll be like, "Yeah, like you shouldn't be in the ring with like unsafe wrestlers like Goldberg." Like it's just
Yeah, I mean to this day he still has a bit of disdain for him.
it's like, oh,
At this point, I mean, yeah, he probably shouldn't have even been in a ring until he was fully trained. I don't believe he's fully trained to this day.
Oh, definitely not.
No.
Did you see that match with the Undertaker in? I think it was Saudi Arabia.
That was
I don't
oh my god, that was such a shit
I love
storm.
I love the
Cringe.
Undertaker and to see that. No,
He
should
almost
never
broke the
happen.
Undertaker's neck. He almost broke his neck. He almost dropped him right on his
Apparently,
head.
yeah, that was this. Well, at least it was in Saudi. Well, it was in Saudi Arabia, so
I mean, one thing is the weather there because it was like
so hot.
super hot when they were doing the match, and they were both already winded. And like Goldberg should have never tried that jackhammer because he damn near killed the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Undertaker's been a trooper in a lot of matches where lots
Yeah.
of very unsafe moves. He's just like,
Yeah.
dang it, like here I am again, like getting
Mhm.
almost killed.
I mean, that's the thing about him. You know, he knew what he signed up for. He
Right.
he knows what's
Sure.
up.
thanks for watching, Michael.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Almost Rampage time. It is Rampage time. Well, depending on when you put that comment out. I honestly sucks to see it. Which I believe was a rematch there, and I don't think it would be hurt to see. Yeah, they've been in a lot of trios matches here, and they've won. I honestly think they're going to build towards the Blackpool Combat Club going for trios titles.
I
As
can
much as
definitely see that.
as much as they've been in trios, but they've been in trios a lot here recently.
It should have been House of Black going for the belts, but I think we're going to see like someone from House of Black versus Eddie Kingston at Revolution.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
As long as we don't get the Elite and Death Triangle, I'm fine.
For the
Well,
eighth time, you don't want.
I liked
I
the
don't
best of 7 series.
I mean,
I
like,
did too. I gotta say, like, I was very impressed, but I understand.
like I'm not saying it wasn't a good series. It's just,
Of course.
I enjoyed it.
or well, we can do another best of 7 series.
You just want something new and fresh. Yeah, I get you.
The Death Triangle is my favorite trio. Ever since that became a thing.
I really like that it was the Ricky Starks, the gauntlet thing. People thought it was going to be the same thing as Bryan Danielson, but it was just all in one night.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought I liked that. I was really worried that it would be a weeks long thing.
Yeah.
What if
But
they did that? Like, what if they did that to Danielson, but it was the full show? Oh my god!
he just wrestled for 2 hours straight. That'd be so cool,
Honestly,
actually.
like, if anyone wanted to do it, it'd be Daniels.
He could pull it off. He could totally
He's
pull
like,
it
Tony,
off.
I've got this cool idea. I'm going to wrestle for 2 hours. Tony Khan's
Oh
probably
my
like,
god!
Oh my
Okay.
god.
They're really doing this.
oh, that
They
man
get their own
loves to
intro?
wrestle so bad.
They're really doing this.
Oh my gosh, this impractical joke.
The crowd goes mild.
Goes mild.
I love these guys. I don't know why. But I love Practical Jokers.
They're legit wrestling fans. I mean,
I really hope they get beat up,
that'd be
especially
great.
especially Murrah.
That
Did
is
you
a
ever
really
see
small
Punish-
bet. What's up with that? Hold up. What?
I
Cherry.
didn't know. I didn't know Hurricane was here.
They got a theme song and everything, man.
This crowd is definitely great. El Paso is a great crowd.
Yeah.
They're able to get a small back chant going.
Was this already
What
pre-taped
is-
on Wednesday?
Yeah, this is from Wednesday.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
going to say, I was just making sure it was the same because the crowd on Wednesday was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. That Wednesday was a great Dynamite.
Oh my gosh, like I just there were so many moments like I just felt like through the TV.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
The MJF promo was really fun.
Was
Even
that
if it,
so? I heard a rumor that was at genuinely ad-libbed because Bunny got hurt and they needed to fill time, and they're
This is a
like,
good
MJF come up with this story, and he just did it off the fly. But it's
Oh
like
man.
So it was brilliant.
it was. I heard it was a Simpson episode too, like based on a Simpsons.
Sal. Where are you, Sal?
Oh, they're getting
Sal
Sal
comes
down.
out and makes the save. That'd be awesome.
Murr's
Yes.
laughing. Murr's laughing now. He's just sitting there trying not to laugh.
Look at him; he's
Corpsing.
having the best
Oh.
time.
He is corpsing.
They're gonna put him.
Jake Hager's
They're
just
gonna put
holding
him
him.
through the table.
Jake Hager, what are
Oh.
you wearing, Jake Hager?
They seen him laughing, so they're gonna put him
Yeah.
through a table.
They had to cut away.
Oh my god!
Oh, he straight up
is funny.
corpsed.
Man, I'm
This
so
is a great
sad
partnership.
that WWE got the Jackass guys before AEW did. Because imagine what they would have done in AEW.
They probably would have did a lot more
Mhm.
than
They
what
could
they
have
did at
had so much more
WrestleMania.
freedom.
To me, oh, this is gonna hurt. Wow.
Yeah.
It's a hot take, but I've thoroughly enjoyed Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville.
I did too.
I thought it was hilarious.
It
I thought
was
it was
so
like
funny.
it was a
When-
surprise of the night for me. Like I was kind of like, oh no, like I'm such a huge Sami Zayn fan that I was kind of like sad that like I was like, oh, I hope they don't like make him look silly and goofy too much. And this was
Yeah.
a really good match.
Mhm.
And like whenever Wee Man body slammed Sammy, it reminded
That
me
was
of Hulk Hogan
That was the match of the
slamming
night.
Andre, you know?
And it was hearing Michael Cole actually express genuine joy for the
Yes.
first time in like 20 years was so nice. I actually felt happy.
I gotta admit, man, when I was there, I marked out so hard whenever Wee Man body slammed him.
I forgot
I'm
you were
marked
for that.
out,
You were there
man.
for that.
You were there?
Yeah, it was pretty much a party with wrestling in the middle of it.
That's
Oh my
so awesome.
gosh, that's awesome.
Those are the best shows when it's just
Yeah.
like that.
Dang, Dustin.
I like Dustin's
Where
shirt.
you
That's
at,
pretty
Dustin?
badass.
Yeah.
I hope
Dustin's
Dustin's
shirt
okay.
game was
'cause
awesome.
He's been tweeting out some kind of cryptic stuff. Like I hope he's doing okay mentally.
He's in the middle. He's in the middle of nowhere. Well,
You're right,
wait, that's
where
where
is
Lance
this?
Archer used to go. That's where Lance Archer used to go for his. Well, I don't know if that's where it is, but Lance Archer go to the middle of nowhere and just beat the hell out of toilets and stuff.
Toilets.
Yeah, he would cut promos and just beat the hell out of
Yeah.
toilets and sinks and
What is the
Doors.
3 triangles on your chest? It looks like Doritos, and I like Doritos. This is promo of the year. This is promo of the year.
This is gold right here.
Oh man.
Hey, let's do it. Where? Oh, not these guys. One Swerve, but this should be interesting.
Yeah.
Parker, you don't have to sell that. You didn't get hit. You didn't get hit.
Oh man.
I hope Trench is good. He's training with Jay Lethal.
That should be a good. That should help him though.
I hope so.
One would hope.
All of Swerve's outfits are so hard. That's so cool.
Yeah, he does have.
Wow, just giving all the info.
Yeah, I agree. There's just like moments where I'm like, Swerve, can I just borrow your closet? Thanks.
His jackets, man. His jackets are like on point.
He is. I want him to be just a superstar. I think he easily has that potential.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, who's this?
Ruby Soho versus Marina Shafir.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh. I love Ruby.
I really
like
like
the Von Erich route.
I like that Ruby beat Tony Storm. I thought that was like an upset.
Which Tony can take out. Lost this point. She's beaten a lot of people in AEW.
And Ruby needed a win. Like she needed a major win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tony set herself up like she's the top of the women's division, and for Ruby Soho to pick a win off. Well, Ruby Soho picked the win up in that was it the Lights Out women's match with Nightingale? She won that. She wow, my voice is going. She beat Tony Storm, and she's obviously gonna win this match. So I like how they're setting her up to maybe
she's obviously gonna win this match.
Well, obviously,
I was kind of thrown by her moment with Britt and them the other day. Like,
I'm not surprised. Like, I was expecting Nyla Rose or Marina to be on Dynamite or Rampage because they're in El Paso, and that's Vicky Guerrero's hometown.
Yeah,
so
it's Guerrero country.
Because I don't think they're just going to put Guerrero on Dark or Elevation.
I'm really intrigued by the AEW Originals versus the Outsiders story.
Yeah,
I really like it.
That's a great angle. They could do some phenomenal historical things with that.
You're done the right way. That can be awesome.
I think if Saraya does come in and act as the Hulk Hogan to Nash and Hall's, like Nash and Hall, just Nash and Hall, I guess, but. I think it would be a really fun trio, and I think
that'd be pretty
get a lot.
That would be awesome.
You can get a lot of mileage out of that.
Oh, nice close.
Speaking of Vicky Guerrero, the other day I was watching the Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio match. The ladder match over Dominic.
Oh,
yeah.
There's no way.
The unedited version, you can hear him being like, "Where's effing Vicky?
Where's Vicky?"
Well, there's no way that Dominic's got to. How is he not Eddie Guerrero's son? He looks just like him. If you go back to his WCW stuff, the same haircut. Oh my god,
he's got that Guerrero mullet.
Yeah.
Something happened that we don't know. I hate to be like that, but he looks something like
a believable storyline.
And the thing is, for a long time, people actually hung on to that story. I mean, they actually thought that Dominic was really Eddie's son.
They really made it to. Well, now, yeah. Like,
I mean, now with Dominic grown, I mean, you can see the resemblance with him and Eddie. That is kind of strange.
I just don't get how you're either of their kids and have none of the talent that your parent has. I'm sorry, I'm a hater, but he's just
he has the blood but none of the talent.
He's improved a little bit from when he debuted.
Yeah, he's doing a little bit better now that he's like on his own. Like it's kind of sad because like I know he'll never be Rey Mysterio, so it's like I get it.
Right.
But, you know, it's tough though when you're trying to get out of that shadow because you're going to be compared. So you have to really break out and do
Right.
your own
I
thing.
think in ring he's pretty good, but he doesn't need to be on the mic.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah.
need to be on the mic.
His character right now is also not helping him because I cringe when he's calling
Yeah,
Rhea
Rhea
Ripley
mommy.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
stop that, please.
And
It
she
makes me
calls him
uncomfortable.
Dom Dom.
Like, you're a
This is
grown
like-
man. Stop
this is
it.
like a family that has very, 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 very weird family.
Yeah, don't know. They got to sort it out.
And
I will admit he does know how to get heat, though. Dominic can get heat.
He does.
He's good at that.
hello, Austin, how are you guys doing? I'm feeling pretty good. How are you? Thanks for watching.
Doing all right, man.
Hugh and Murr. Yeah, we got the. Yeah, as long as we had Sal. This is the second time they've been on there. But,
Yeah, no sound.
thanks for watching. But he'll go on WWE and be front row and stuff.
Oh yeah,
No.
he's been front row at a few shows that WWE's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might go to a WWE show soon. They're having a house show at the State Farm Center, which I can literally walk to
Ooh.
from my dorm.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
But I'm trying to figure out how I can contact them about shadowing their doctor. And I have no idea how. I don't know how to contact them.
We try the website.
I checked the careers website. Oh, commercials are over. I hate when it goes from picture in picture to just normal commercials.
Yeah.
'Cause at that point, you're just lying to me.
I just feel so cheated. I know. I'm like, where did my hey?
Mhm.
Damn,
Ooh,
Ruby just
but
threw it right on her head. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, that was a good suplex.
That was a
type
that
move.
was a pretty suplex. I like that one.
I think Marina Shafir should. I don't know if they're gonna do their schedule for Ring of Honor, but like be transitioned fully to Ring of Honor.
I could see that.
Yeah, I think they are just gonna like transfer all of these like a good amount of talent that are under the AEW banner just to Ring of Honor. I think because
But I know Ring of Honor is going to be taping the end of this month.
yeah,
It's funny
think
it hasn't been announced. It's funny that
well,
wow, that would
when you consider the leaks and then you also consider that a lot of people were pulled from indie shows that would be
like
occurring
indie
during
shows,
those times.
Yeah, I've seen that. Billy Starks.
Need to sign Billy Starks. I've been saying that. You Connor, you can vouch that I've been saying that. That's a between Billy Starks and Nick Wayne, some of the best young talents on the indies right now.
Yeah, I think Billy. She turned 18, hasn't she?
I think so.
I've seen that she was doing exams and stuff. She's in college. But who is this? Britt Baker. Come on, help them, Ruby.
Ruby usually takes care of Shafir.
Who is this, Jamie? Ruby's just. What side do I pick?
She looks so.
Well, she looks like she doesn't want to join either side.
Right.
Where did Jamie come from? Just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
She just teleported.
Ruby just looks like she's over all the drama. She's just like, oh, I'm out.
Ruby, you gotta pick a side.
I also really like that.
Never mind.
There were no words from Britt Baker. It's just on site. That's so funny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cutie. Oh, it's funny how this last Wednesday. Oh no, hold on. Mark Briscoe.
We got a scrap going on.
Britt Baker, Tony Storm, Ruby Soho in a three-way match. Oh, it's Mark Briscoe.
Mark. Oh.
That boy Mark.
Get Mark Sterling out of there.
Mark Briscoe and Mark Sterling.
No, say it ain't so.
TK.
Just beat him out, Mark.
Don't you take his card.
Oh, watching this, you're gonna regret saying, "Who is this?
I'll be flying solo on this excursion.
What is it? Is that Josh Woods? Well, this is an ROH match. Looks like. Can't believe you said that. I'm looking forward to that if they're gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would get each other in ROH. Well, it was the it was Josh Woods and Tracy Williams versus Briscoes, but
That was awesome. I'm gonna
But
be
I
going
seen
solo on this excursion.
ooh, I don't know.
Oh, I love
think,
Ryan.
David Finlay.
I love him
like
on
the weekend
BTE.
that's been
He's
leaked.
so great.
Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah. I can
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You're going in and out for a second a while ago, but you sound fine now.
Like we were talking about the Ring of Honor. David Finlay canceled on a show that weekend,
Oh,
Wait, who'd you say?
and
David Finlay.
David Finlay.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we get a
Finjuice?
Finjuice reunion. I love Finjuice together. Like the one tag team match I really want to see is Kenny and Omega and Hangman versus Finjuice, or Finjuice versus the North. Like Finjuice was
That'd be a
one of the
fun
best
watch.
teams in Impact when they had.
I want to see FTR versus the North. That's something I want to see.
That would be great.
Yeah, that would have been good. I've always
Yeah.
had this. I said it on here plenty of times. That my dream match, a ladder match. It could have been. Well, you can swap it out with 4 teams, really, but Kenny Omega and Hangman Page versus FTR versus Finjuice in a ladder match for
Great.
every tag belt that's out there, I guess.
That sounds pretty dope, actually.
But there was one that said FTR Motor City Machine Guns in the North. I like Hangman and Kenny as a team.
I really liked Hangman and Kenny as a team.
Yeah.
I want to see the Golden Lovers reunite, though.
I mean, yeah, the story is still ongoing.
Brian.
The story can still continue.
In my
Well,
opinion, the
maybe-
Golden Lovers is the best wrestling story, just because
It
of
is
how long
interesting.
it is spanned, how much context there is to it.
Yeah,
It's just filled with so much realism that I just love it.
it's ongoing. It's pretty dope.
It's interesting. Brian Cage
Ooh.
and Jungle Boy.
Joe Boy's like, okay, cool.
Brian Cage getting used is a good sign, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
increasingly,
Contract
too.
expires
That's
in-
awesome.
Contract expires in 2 weeks. That's a very good sign. Very, very, very good sign. People act like I want him to go to WWE, but I don't. But no, I'm gonna support him wherever he goes. I don't just support him just because it's an AEW. Like I liked him since he was in Impact.
Mm.
Well, basically Lucha Underground. That's where he got known. I feel like a lot of them, the Lucha Bros.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
Do you guys think Buddy Matthews and Andretti? Action Andretti will go. Andretti's I don't think Action Andretti's been in the WWE, has he?
I think
No.
Andrade Mirrors.
Andrade.
I feel like,
Andrade.
Andrade.
I-
He didn't think because he got surgery on purpose to wait his contract out, but they're going to add time to his contract. So
Yeah, because a lot of times if you're injured, they freeze the contract.
right. It doesn't
that's
count
what you're
towards
gonna
the
do.
timing.
Yeah.
so he's going to have to wait
I
till
think-
2025.
I heard
To-
too he
to
was
leave.
like, well, I don't know if you saw Tony Khan's tweet the day that there was like potential that WWE would be sold to the Saudis, but TK was like, "Everyone's being so nice to me today. I wonder why."
That was the
Like,
funniest thing ever.
I was like, you can
TK,
see Andrade being one of those people being like, "What's up, TK?" Like,
TK is a
Buddy
menace on Twitter.
Matthews.
my man.
Buddy Matthews. His contract expires in a week or so.
Oh, does it?
I don't see him. I don't really see him going anywhere. Miro and Andrade can't. Lance Archer. I actually think he's working without a contract. His contract expired last year, but I don't know if it got renewed or not. I don't know. Brian Cage. The only one I see is Andrade right now, but
Yeah.
they're not gonna release him because the way he's trying to do it, really.
Is really
If
I'm good.
But
Well, thanks for
I would
watching.
totally be fine with Andrade getting released. Roosh better. I'll say that.
And
It's
yeah,
very
it is
funny.
good to see Mark Briscoe.
Roosh or Andrade brings in Buddy Roosh to be second-hand man. Andrade's like,
He is-
yo, Sammy, I hate you. Tries to fight him, gets suspended from AEW. Roosh steps up to the plate,
Right.
hits a home run with every single opportunity given.
Out of
Yep.
the park.
I really don't think Andrade, like compared to like Malachi or Miro or something like that, I don't think he would be that big of a loss. I feel like Malachi has something else to bring than he doesn't.
I agree with that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Andrade's an amazing talent, and I've loved seeing him and Kenny Omega, but I hate to say
Andrade
it,
versus
seems like
Kenny Omega was a very fun match.
if he don't get his way, then
he kind
Yeah.
of throws
he
a
wants to
hissy
go cry
fit.
back.
Right.
He wants to go back to where he came from. So if he goes to WWE and wants to come back, well,
Miro's the one that I'm not sure what's kind of happening with. It sounds like they tried to give him creative and he didn't like it. So then they haven't presented him with anything else. So he's upset he's not being used. I don't know what's happening.
yeah, they gave him the idea of going against Ricky Starks at Full Gear instead of him being in that tournament, but he was in that same tournament last year and lost to Danielson.
Yeah.
And
I
guess he just
also
didn't
heard
wanna
that there
lose.
was some for Will Hobbs versus Miro, with Hobbs going over.
Oh man, that would have been great.
That would have been
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
And I get it. He does have that status of that doesn't work for me, but you can't be upset when that doesn't work for me, someone, and then they just don't book you.
Right.
You got to take what you're given.
Yeah, and rock it. Because like
But it
just because
seems-
you put someone over doesn't mean you look bad necessarily. Like
Oh yeah,
gotta,
definitely.
like take your I always think of that Hogan versus Shawn Michaels match and
I
like
feel like
Shawn
a lot
Michaels
of people like to,
overdoing it.
I feel like a lot of people like to put Miro on the same pedestal as Jericho, but Miro doesn't really have that veteran in him to put anyone over like that.
Right.
Like, and Miro's been a dominant force in AEW, in my opinion. He's been dominant, and I think he was
the
already
Redeemer
burnt
run
out.
was
What's that?
I said the Redeemer run was great, just when you were talking about how dominant he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When he returned, they kind of wore it out with the House of Black.
Mhm.
But hopefully he's his contract doesn't expire till 2025, 26. So
Got plenty of
I just hope they
time.
don't. I just hope they don't waste him. Like he is aging. He's close to 35, maybe. He's 37. He's almost 40. And I thought that was Allie this entire time wearing that.
I could see how you'd see that though.
Yeah, because they look kind of alike.
Yeah.
I like her handbag. That is awesome. That's like an old school phone. That rocks.
Oh, I just realized that. What?
That is phenomenal. Oh my gosh, where do I get one?
Oh, we got a Texas tornado.
Wednesday Adams fit.
Moxley. There should be Moxley and well,
Ooh.
so we're talking so much, but I believe it was Moxley and Claudio versus Rush and Person Vance, I believe.
Yeah.
Texas Tornado tag match: John Moxley and Claudio versus Roosh and and Preston Vance. That's going to be a fun match.
Oh yeah.
Danhausen.
I love that one screen said insert picture here. That was pretty funny.
Something cool video or something. Or
Yeah.
It makes me sad to see OC not come out with best friends.
yeah.
I do wonder
Who
if
is
they
OC?
save the
Oh,
OC best friends for reunion for when Chris Statlander comes back.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Yeah.
And like Statlander is kind of the driving force behind them all coming back together. I think that'd be a very sweet story.
I personally can't wait for her return, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like they were
I
setting
hope
her
they
up to
push
be
her right.
paid too, and like it'd be great to have her back and like see that be, you know.
Yeah, I've seen everyone's. I've seen someone today like ask when she's coming back, and she's like, "I'm not coming back until I'm cleared." Like, there's a lot of
That
speculation on.
helps a lot.
She's
Yeah.
straight
That's
That's
shooter.
a good idea.
One of my friends saw her at a convention, and she said she looked miserable.
Miserable, like injured, miserable,
Like
or
she didn't want to
like
be there.
Yeah, she was in a boot. And
Oh.
this is back to back ACL. This reminds me of Tegan Knox a little bit.
yeah, with the back. The ACL is such a difficult injury too that like
Yeah.
covering
And
Yeah,
it's
it's
one
really
that can
back.
linger.
I mean, as
Yeah,
much as she
Tegan
loves
Knox is like,
wrestling, I mean, it's gotta be
I
killing her
think
not to
Tegan
be in
Knox,
that ring.
I think Tegan Knox had a triple ACL tear,
Oh my god.
that's
triple
Like,
awful.
yeah,
back to back to back, and
leg
Because
luckily,
you
injuries.
don't have the injury bug as much. I felt so bad for AEW. Like I felt like everybody got injured last year, except John Moxley. And I
yeah,
think he just got worn
Yeah,
out.
so
it
many injuries.
looks like everyone's coming back right now. It's just
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
leg injuries can linger, and it sucks.
yeah,
Like
Chris
some
Taylor
people
tore
will
that
get
first one. Well, she had that one injury, and she returned. What was it that Arcade Anarchy?
that Arcade Anarchy match. Yeah,
And she
Hmm.
got injured. And she got injured again. ACL tear, and now she has
I
another
just hope
ACL
that.
tear.
I just hope she can come back just as good as she left. Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she could definitely say it's not a really good thing to think about, but she tore both her ACLs, like both legs. So that's a great motivation for a storyline.
Oh, definitely.
Well, for life, really, like real life.
Orange is
He's like
Orange is a great
anyway.
entertainer, you gotta admit.
Yeah, this is really good.
He just does not care.
Kuga, thanks for watching. Roosh is the founding godfather of Los and I don't know if I can pronounce Ingornobles in CMLL. His match with Danielson was bloody and beautiful. If you want more,
oh yeah,
Oh, very true.
Words,
he's the one who started. He's one of the founding members of Los Ingobernables,
Yeah.
and Naito founded Los Ingobernables de Japón, and it's probably one of the I guess alongside with Bullet Club, you'd be able to call it the biggest factions in the world, if you would like count them both together. So
Very true.
He also maybe Megan Hangman and Sabian. From that promo or interviews. I'm not going to answer that one, but if anyone else wants to,
It's none of your business,
well,
sir.
that's really funny.
well, thanks for watching. Well, thanks for watching.
Are you asking
P-Dog. Thanks for
because
watching.
Valentine's Day is coming up? Is there something you want to share?
I'll
Need
be
a
your
Valentine.
Oh,
Valentine.
I didn't realize.
P-Dog, I'll be your
I didn't
Valentine.
realize.
We'll all be
I
your
didn't realize
Valentine. If
Valentine.
that's what you're getting at. There you go.
So I'll let someone be your Valentine.
All of us collectively.
So you got 4 for 1.
You best be ready to pay a lot of money for dinners.
Wine and dine. You gotta wine
He's
and
like, I
dine.
want to be wine and dine like to the grits and back.
What the hell is Lee doing?
Oh,
Ooh. Anymore.
I want to see Danhausen curse Lee.
What are these questions tonight? I don't know. I haven't talked to Chris in some time.
Well, go ask Chris.
Last I know, he's. It's not my place to say his business.
Oh man.
I hope something's not fixing to come up now. Chris was mentioned now.
The chat's live tonight.
Well, there was just another Magic Mike commercial on, so.
I think AEW's getting their video game out to the fans. It's still
I really wish that would have been out. I was kind
of they have got their rating officially out. It's officially they got their team rated officially finalized. That's the problem they were having. Like that's the problem they were having apparently. So yeah, the rating of the game.
Is it because you can do the blood and guts match and stuff?
It's also probably because you can throw actual Molotov cocktails in the game apparently.
Oh snap.
Yeah, there's some things that
made it questionable.
That's like never been done before in a wrestling game. I don't think WWE's ever had like thumbtacks going through women. Like that's never happened. First time ever. But apparently the third time was a charm. They finalized it, so they're probably out in April.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Around Double or Nothing will be the hype of it, I guess.
Although it looked, when they had the promo for it earlier at like the bottom corner of the screen, it looked like CM Punk was no longer on the cover. Is that true?
I think that is true.
Yeah, I think so.
He's still in the game though. I don't really get that.
I think they have a cluster of wrestlers now on the cover, I think.
Yeah, it's tough because like I understand why, but like to your point, like I thought he was still like willing to come back into business. But
I think he will be back at this point.
He's still gonna be in the video game, so
yeah.
And I don't get taking him off the cover.
I mean, business wise, it'd be stupid to let him go.
I just like you guys know how much money y'all could be making with this.
Right.
I seen the other day. It was CM Punk, Danhausen, and Brody King together. Apparently, he was at Dynamite this last Wednesday when they took that.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Wow. Okay, that's good.
The reason I know that is because his Danhausen covered his face because he was without face paint, but his girlfriend was on her Instagram story with CM Punk on Wednesday.
Oh, so. I just like I hate for him to go out with kind of a tarnished reputation. I just want him to come back and get back in the game.
This is his second time being at a Dynamite, so something's got to be.
Sign. Maybe he's just trying to build back some relationships.
Have you guys heard about what Seth Rollins has been saying about CM Punk?
Oh, yeah. I can't tell if it's a character though, or if it's like legit.
I can't tell.
I think it's legit. I think it's legit. He seems to be He seems to be very adamant about him not coming back to WWE.
Yeah, I need to hear him.
Which at least Punk
rather than just a type rather than seeing it typed out.
Which at least Punk didn't injure two people, and almost in one's career, and the other person didn't even get a reshot at the title.
Good point.
Which I feel bad for him, though. He never got a reshot at the title.
True.
Wardlow, Brian Cage, and Jungle Boy.
Okay.
Mark Briscoe,
I miss Wardlow.
I'm really excited for the Tornado Tag match. I think I think Mox is going to brawl with Hangman, and then Mox is going to brawl with Hangman while Rush pins Claudio. There you have the Super Card of Honor main event.
Okay, now that sounds interesting. I like the sound of that, though.
I'm here for that. Okay.
If Keller was going to some Rampage matches next Friday, but I don't understand a thing he was saying. But what did someone else say? Someone talking was the Texas Tornado.
Yeah,
Texas Tornado match. Yeah.
I haven't seen any type of like sustained match in a while. Probably since Moxley and Archer.
Yeah, it's been a
Well,
while. It's been a long time.
that was a bloody match, Moxley and Archer.
Yeah, I remember it getting violent really fast. I remember
I
that.
thought the most
UNC
recent one was Hangman versus Archer.
It could have been that one. I know it involved Archer.
There's been two of them. There was a Hangman versus Archer and a Mox versus Archer. In the Mox versus Archer one, Archer beat Mox for the IWGP US title, which was insane that happened on AEW TV. And especially after Kenta had a briefcase for so long and then lost the challenge to Mox, and then Mox just lost it to Archer on AEW TV. And then Hangman beat Archer and to retain the AEW World title.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that spot. Danhausen tried to punch him in the balls, and he blocked it with his cast.
That was a really good move. He came with the Suicida and did like running DDT.
Oh,
ooh,
jeez!
He does it again.
That was pretty crisp.
He does it again inside the ring.
These fans are on their feet, man.
They are like right on the
in
edge
it.
of it.
Oh, nice reversal.
Each break.
Ooh.
No. It's kind of always on Connor Crew. Love talking wrestling history, you guys. My favorite passions all the way back to when I was a kid during the EML, most the late 70s and the early 80s in U.S. territory days.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks. I like talking to us. I know you're mainly on Talking Elite, Kugas. He knows, wow, a lot of wrestling that I could nor dream of knowing. He told us about the it was a triple A and CMLL Blood Money War or whatever their
Lucha Libre
hatred is. Yeah.
Oh man, what a win!
Most devastating move in all of sports entertainment wrestling.
Oh, the roll up. Yep.
The surprise roll. What's the hardest part of the ring? The ring apron.
Oh man, I enjoyed that match. That was fun.
That was really good. Yeah, this was a good Rampage card overall. Love that.
I just like seeing Lee Moriarty get a spot on the card. I really like him.
Yeah,
I like
he's awesome.
He's had a lot of good matches with Daniel Garcia on the independent scene.
Who's coming? Something I'm seeing. Is he going to be the next All-Atlantic champion?
Oh,
that would be interesting, though. Actually,
if I go to India with that thing, that'll be.
Whoa. What? No way.
Well, what is this?
Oh, Jay Lethal. He has what is that? A Golden Globe? Is that what he said?
Danhausen's helpless.
From what I hear, I mean, AEW is going to be shown in Australia and stuff now. And
yeah, I saw that press release today. It's pretty cool.
Global. It's awesome.
Oh, here comes Miro. It's actually Trent, but
Trent?
Yeah, but that's the thing. We'll get to Miro, I think. He looks like Miro. Here we go.
Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Ooh, comes the guitar.
I don't want to see this feud again.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't want to see this again.
Something told me
Well,
that they were
it's
going to
just-
come out, man. Something just.
I thought we got past
Oh,
this.
They're going to run it back. They're going to run this whole thing back.
Daddy.
Wait, why are they? Wait, shouldn't they be more concerned they just lost their tag titles?
Right.
on. No, you can't do this to me. You can't take the title off of a fan favorite. This is just what happened after Brock beat Kofi. When
Yep.
Yeah.
Kofi just had amnesia
Exactly.
and forgot that he was champion. Come on,
Great
I hate
point.
that.
So sad.
Maybe, just maybe, FTR and Guns are having a revolution. That's the only other thing that should be happening.
I think that's what makes sense because they probably want FTR to be a face,
Right.
Yeah.
and they
Like,
would
that's
not
the
be a
only-
face being a clan.
Like, that's the only way this makes sense. And if they come back, it's next Wednesday, or the coming Wednesdays.
It's some Wednesday at some point, yeah.
I don't know if they run that whole thing back. I think they're going to piss some fans off.
True.
Hey, maybe they'll have Jeff Jarrett and then win this time. I guess. Golden Globe as a foreign object. Wow.
Uh,
Yep. I don't know.
well, that was an
What to
ending.
think about that.
That was that was a good rampage though.
That was a
Like,
great rampage.
Yeah, that was
solid
really good.
part and everything.
I actually thought, well, for me, I guess I thought Rampage was a bit better than Dynamite's. Well, it was gonna piss a lot of people off, but yeah, I thought Rampage was a little better than Dynamite.
Hmm,
Solid
Hot take.
Even though the numbers won't. AEW Dynamite Laredo, Texas next week. Expect more Spanish curse words from the crowd. I love it. Get the translation from my fellow AEW fans again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually heard that Rouge actually came out in commercial breaks and like cut promos in Spanish. I believe that was the thing.
That's so awesome. I love
That would be amazing.
Roosh has the potential to be a star.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, Rouge. He's definitely. I think this year he's gonna possibly hold some gold.
I think
All
that's
Atlantic
inevitable,
Championship
you
would be very
know.
good. Him going to Mexico with the All Atlantic Championship.
I agree with that. I think Roosh having the All Atlantic Championship, dropping it to Takeshita, who
Oh,
then drops
nice.
it to someone else.
That would
I
be
don't
so
know.
great.
But yeah, that was pretty much it for Rampage. Rampage was very good. I give it a 8 out of 10. I'm not gonna
that's
say
fair.
what I should. I'm not gonna say what I think.
Do it.
Just
What's the internet
I don't wanna
for?
hurt-
Not to do that.
Exactly. That's what the internet's for.
I gave Dynamite a. He was gonna hit me. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I mean, there were some good matches. I loved the trios match was the best match of the entire show. I
Wait,
thought.
Dynamite a 6 out of 10?
Yep, I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Wow.
I am sick of Jericho and Starks. Okay, like I love
get
Ricky
it.
Starks.
I get it.
I love it, but come on.
Kind of
like
shit to get
Jericho
off the
beat him.
pot.
Like Ricky Starks beat him. Ricky Starks has nothing to prove. Like Jericho should actually be going against Ricky Starks people for Jericho to get a match. Because, well, I'm glad that Ricky Starks is getting TV time, but I thought the best match was honestly, match of the year so far for me is that trios match, the Elite versus Top Flight and Air Fox. That was the
That
match
was
of
a
the year
great match. Yes.
so far. I love, of course, the MJF stuff.
Yes.
300 police phone calls were made from El Paso, Texas.
I saw that because people thought it was legit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's good
for him.
stuff, man. That's good stuff.
that reminds me of NWO stuff when they beat the hell out of Rey Mysterio.
Yes, they did the same thing.
Yeah, but that's when you know you got something working. That's when you know people's watching. May not be. I wonder what they did about that. Like, did they all 300 like a whole bunch of police cars show up at Dynamite?
Well, I bet that they were just like trying to. There was probably, we should probably see if this matches any of our records or anything. And they're probably like, no, there's no record of this at all.
Right.
Right.
But I thought Dynamite was great. I loved Roosh versus Bryan Danielson. That's my kind of match. I love that.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I guess for me, it's just the I don't know, some of the long, like it seems like all the feuds are long term right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
And there's nothing wrong with long-term storytelling. Just make it interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just feel like not every feud needs to be long term. Like,
Right. A balance is always good, you know?
Right.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
it's really attracting people. Like, of course, your AEW hardcores will always follow up on that, but that's for a different discussion. I really want to watch this Mavericks game. I'm too
Oh, is it
invested
on right
in,
now?
Yeah, I'm too invested in Luka and Kyrie now.
Oh,
But yeah, Rampage is very
No
great.
defense.
Dynamite was very. It was good. But Rampage is really good. We'll be back Monday, hopefully, for our WCW reaction stuff. We'll be back Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for all of our stuff. Definitely check out the All Elite Zone in the link description below: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Spotify, and Podbean. For all the stuff that we do. Next Wednesday, we'll have another interview with Ring of Honor star O'Shea Edwards. He will be on here an hour before Dynamite.
awesome.
But yeah, we will see you guys next week.
Yeah,
See
thanks for
y'all
tuning in.
then.
Peace.